Instead of criticizing that this opening is bad or this opening will not work for me or it works for others but it's not the best opening for me, prepare the opening well and you will see lot of results in your chess career and your chess improvement. Welcome to this new series of how to learn and play chess openings effectively, where I'm going to talk about various different openings and what is the right way to play those openings and how you can achieve mastery in various different openings. And in this particular video, I'm going to talk about the fundamentals of chess openings, how you can play chess openings well, and what are some of the do's and don'ts which players don't know, and what is the less known but highly effective knowledge about chess openings that you must know. So with that, let us get started with our first session and the learning. I'm going to tell you 5 miracle opening fundamentals which are less known but highly effective, and this will surely take your game to the next level after the study of these fundamentals. So with that, let us start with them one by one. So the first and most important opening fundamental is principles over theory, and let me elaborate this in more detail. So I see a lot of chess players who spend a lot of time learning chess theory, going through all the variations, going through all the books, all the different opening databases. However, at the end of the day, it seems like they are still making some common mistakes right in the opening. And the reason for this is because they do not know opening principles. So next time, before you start learning opening theory, the first priority is to understand opening principles. What exactly are opening principles, and is the opening that you're planning to play aligning with the opening principles? So if the opening is not aligning with the opening principles, then I suggest you that do not play that opening, because that is not the right way to go forward. The second opening fundamental, which is again very important, is consistency over intensity. Now what do I mean? You see, I look at a lot of young players who want to make their openings perfect and they want to reach the next level in terms of their opening preparation. And for that, these players, they sit and study the openings for 6 long hours in one day, and then they don't do anything about openings for the entire week. And this is the most common mistake, and this is something that you must avoid if you want to become a good openings player. So what you should do, you can study only half an hour of opening every day. However, if you're doing that, do it for 7 days in a week and 30 days in a month. It's not the person who does a lot of work in one day who wins, but the person who does the work consistently over a period of a week, month, and even years who finally wins the long-term battle. The third important fundamental is not worrying about which is the best opening. Now, many players think that, oh, this particular opening is the best, Caro-Kann defense is the best, Slav defense is the best, Grunfeld is the best, Queen's Gambit declined is the best, and there are so many openings which various different players think are the best. However, from my experience of the last 15 years and from teaching hundreds of different students, I can tell you that there are no good or bad openings. There is only good preparation or bad preparation. So if you want to play an opening well, instead of criticizing that this opening is bad or this opening will not work for me or it works for others but it's not the best opening for me, prepare the opening well and you will see lot of results in your chess career and your chess improvement. The fourth opening fundamental is understanding all the middle game plans of the particular opening. Now, what I see with majority players again is they try to understand the complete opening and they spend hours and hours trying to learn all the variations in the particular opening. However, they have no clue about the middle game plans which they need to use and which they can use going forward to win the game. Now, the problem with this approach is even if you know all the opening theory about a particular opening, still you do not have to just play the opening, you have to play the entire game, which includes opening, middle game and end game. So if you have to play the opening, middle game and end game, it simply makes sense to learn the complete thing of how you can play the opening well, how you can play the middle game well, how you can play the end game well. And more importantly, if you're learning a particular opening, you should know the middle game plans for that particular opening. The fifth and very, very important opening fundamental is you should only play 3 types of openings. That means if your opening does not fit into these 3 categories, then there's a strong possibility you should not play that opening. So what are these 3 types of openings? So the first category of these openings is known as standard openings. Now, what are standard openings? Standard openings are those openings which do not break opening principles. And this is again very important because, as I told you, principles are more important than theory. So if a theory is suggesting you a move that is against the principle, then it's a strong possibility you should not play that opening because that is not the right opening. The second thing is known as attacking openings. As you know, attack is one of the most powerful things that you can do in chess. And that's the reason you should always choose openings which are attacking, which attack your opponent, so that you not just play the opening, but you also develop your attacking skills simultaneously. And the third and the last category of openings is known as practical openings. So if you are a working professional or you are a busy person who has a lot of work to do, chess is not your main profession, in that case, this approach is the best for you. And what is this practical openings? These are openings which do not require a lot of effort. So for example, if you choose an opening like Sicilian Najdorf, you have to spend days and months to prepare the opening before you start playing that opening in the actual tournament games. So these are the 3 things. Now you may be wondering, hey Ram, like these things seem great, but which are some of these openings which we can play? That is exactly what we are going to discuss in the next video of this series, which is going to be uploaded next Tuesday. So I upload a video every single Tuesday. So stay tuned for getting more knowledge about chess openings. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, just click the button below and subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon so that next time I upload a video about chess openings, you can get to know how chess openings work and how you can use it in your games. If you like this video, click the like button, and if you have any questions, put it down in the comments. Sometimes if I like your question, I will answer some of the questions. So that's it for this video. See you in the next video next Tuesday.